When it rains, it pours, and apparently it's pouring right now, and Dungeons and Dragons or Wizards of the Coast are pumping out a lot of content, a lot of books, a lot of everything really. So I have another news flash as it happens. So I thought I would throw this out here for those of you who are interested. Okay, all right. I'm just doing my sound check to make sure everything is working correctly, and seems to be working fine, so that's good. Now, if you are re-watching the video, you will find the start time down in the description so you can get past all of my sort of setup and so forth. For those of you who are unfamiliar, if you're not familiar with my live streams, normally what I do is I present everything first and then I open it up to questions at the end. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go through my process, give you a rundown of the product, and then I will open it up near the end of the live stream so we can have a chat. Okay, let's get cracking, shall we? Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler, and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. And Wizards of the Coast is pumping out a lot of content right now. There's a lot of new books, and we have a new book on the horizon, and that book is going to be called Warriors and Weapons. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering exactly what is this product and can I use it? So Dungeons and Dragons has a new book, and it's going to be released more for a younger audience. It's designed more for kids. So this is essentially Warriors and Weapons, a young adventurer's guide. So Warriors and Weapons is an introductory guide to Dungeons and Dragons with a very heavy focus on illustration. So that means graphic. It's not so much a wall of text, but more showing you how to interact with weapons and tools and warriors of different varieties. It shows how a character can be played in Dungeons and Dragons with essential weapons and adventuring tools. As I said, it is designed to transport your kids or children to the legendary and magical worlds of Dungeons and Dragons. The different types of warriors are presented in graphic detail. That means the guide includes detailed illustrations of weapons, armor, clothing, equipment and tools, and I would imagine there'll be some sort of diagram. Think non-fiction armor weapons. I think they're those sorts of books you used to sort of pick up in the library. I suspect it's going to have similarities to that. It has sample warrior profiles, so if you want to see sort of what a warrior might look like, they're going to give you some examples or samples. Going to show you and demonstrate so you can learn how to build your own character. It's all designed around building a character when you have no idea how to do that. It's going to provide a flow chart or flow charts to help decide on the warrior type that you're going to select and probably make weapon, armor and equipment choices. Very, very exciting. I know that for a lot of people this might not necessarily be the book they were expecting, but I knew this was coming. It's been in the works for a long time. There will be more products like this. It's also going to provide you with, or whoever's reading the book, ways for brainstorming for challenges for your adventurer. Now, whether that adventurer has a quest idea that's individual or designed for a group where you go and you play for your friends, this is all really setting our new people, our new kids up for integrating into using a game set. Now, whether that's going to be Dungeons and Dragons 5e or whether that's a new game set that will be released for children, and I believe there probably will be a book released sort of like a childlike Dungeons and Dragons 5e. I would expect something like that is on its way. This is going to be released fairly shortly. It's not too far off for those of you who are hoping it's coming quickly. It is. It's not that many months away. It's going to be released on July 16th, 2019 on Amazon. There are follow-up books to this, so this is just one of 4 different books to be released. The first one is Warriors and Weapons, the next one is going to be Monsters and Creatures, and then of course the other 2 are going to be Dungeons and Tombs, and the last one, Wizards and Spells. You can see where this is all going. It's really all set up to sort of integrate and get people who are of a younger age interested into playing what I essentially believe will be another version of Dungeons and Dragons 5e, just much more stripped down than you've ever seen before. I believe this is really set out to help introduce people who are very young, and it may also help people who have found Dungeons and Dragons 5e really hard to sort of understand, and maybe a rules light system would be more suitable for them before they start picking up the full game, if they ever do. Who knows? Now, if you found this content helpful or informative, I really hope you did, and if you did, excellent. Please share, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell button to be notified when I go live and when I publish new videos. If you want to support my channel, you did so by watching this video, and I have to say thank you very much. I have hundreds more videos. I would suggest checking out the Stranger Things Dungeons and Dragons starter set that I talked about, and also the new Ghosts of Salt Marsh, the Ghosts of Salt Marsh book that is coming out as well. I've done a video on that as well. Might be more your line of thought and feeling compared to something like this. I don't do Patreon, but down in the description you'll find affiliate links to the book depository and Amazon, and yes, there is an Amazon affiliate link to this particular book if you are interested. I don't know anything more than that. If you're not part of the live chat, and this is when, if you have any questions, it's a good time to start sticking those questions into the live chat. Start doing that now. Otherwise, if you're not part of the live stream, you can always put your feedback down in the comments section. So tell me, what do you think of this book? Are you kind of interested in what's coming, or are you concerned? I think it's a good thing. I think that growing the hobby is always going to be a positive way of seeing the hobby continue into the future and grow into something more magical than it was before. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s. Okay, I'm not gone. I'm just going to flick over to my camera and get my face pretty much in the right place. I've got a lot of sun coming into my room, so if I look a bit washed out, it's because I am washed out. There's a lot of sun coming in and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, let's just jump over and I'll have a quick chat with anybody who's there. And where is that little button? Oh, that's the wrong button. Let's try another button. Yep, that one. Try that one there. How's it going, Joseph? Hi. So yeah, look, just supposed to be a really quick video to let you know what was going on. I will present more information on the other 4 books for those of you who are interested. That's all I really know. As I said, I believe these are books designed to prime a younger audience towards a new rule set. And that rule set will not be a huge variation on Dungeons and Dragons 5e. What I would expect to see is a book released that eliminates all of the things that the designers felt were not necessarily the most important aspect of the game. And I've talked about this sort of thing before, about what we'll likely see in other videos, like the future of Dungeons and Dragons. I did a video on the topic and I discussed what I thought would happen, and here we go. Here it is. This is it. This is the beginning. So these 4 books will get released, and then I am sure we will see a Dungeons and Dragons 5e light version come out to help introduce people who are struggling getting into the hobby. Okay, so they don't seem to have any questions, which is a shame. I hope that has answered as many of the questions as you might have. It's really all the information that I know of, and the rest of it is speculation. I'm going to take off now, but for those of you who are wondering what's happening today, I am probably going to be on probably live stream and do another crafting video. I'm going to try and make a chaos monster of some kind, and that'll be about 1:30 p.m. New Zealand daylight time for those of you who are interested. It will go up on the site reasonably shortly on the YouTube channel. Okay, so you have a good night, good day, good evening, whatever it is. Look after yourself, look after your family, and I will catch up with people in a couple of hours if you want to hang out. Otherwise, see you later.